Hello and welcome to Byju's Exam Prep IAS. Welcome to the big news. The topic for today's discussion: AP becomes ninth national party. Before we understand what this topic is in greater detail, a quick gentle reminder. Byju's Exam Prep IAS has already launched its official Telegram channel. If you have not yet joined the channel, please do join so that you get all the current affairs related updates. Let's get started and try and understand what is this topic all about. We had state elections that took place in Gujarat as well as Himachal Pradesh. One of the political parties which had contested in both the states happens to be the Aam Aadmi Party. Out of the 68 constituencies, Aam Aadmi Party fielded its candidates in 67 seats. It did not open its account. It failed to win a single seat in Himachal Pradesh, but it received as many as 1.10% votes in the state of Himachal Pradesh. That is not important for us, but what is important is from the state of Gujarat. The Aam Aadmi Party did not win a single seat in Himachal Pradesh, but it won about 5 seats in Gujarat, and the good part is they also got more than 12% share in the Gujarat, which elevated the Aam Aadmi Party status to that of a national party. So what are we going to discuss today? We will be trying and understand what is this national party status that is accorded to one of the political parties. What is the criterion? We will also look at what are the advantages when this national party is given to one of the political parties. First, let's understand the meaning of what is a national party. When it comes to the national party, it basically means that political party has presence across the length and breadth of the country. Not necessarily it is in government, not necessarily it is in opposition, but it means it has the national presence. So the name suggests that a national party has a presence nationally as opposed to a regional party. What is a regional party? Let's say, for example, if you take the state of Andhra Pradesh, we have one of the political parties called as the Telugu Desam Party. Its presence is in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Let's take the example of Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, we have DMK, we also have AIDMK. These are the political parties which have the regional presence. Now let's take the example of Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, what we have is Shiv Sena. These are the examples of regional parties, but when it comes to a national party, it has its presence in more than 3 states, and as a result, what we have is this political party categorized as a national party. National parties are usually bigger parties, for example, Congress, BJP, and we have many other political parties. Where do we have it? We have the Election Commission of India, which has given a technical criterion for a party to be recognized as a national party. Where do we have it? We have the election symbols, reservation and allotment order of 1968. It is under this order what we have is the criterion for the national political party as well as for the state political party. So what is the criterion to be recognized as a national political party? First, this political party will have to be recognized in 4 or more states as a regional political party. Let's say, for example, we have one of the political parties. This political party has been recognized as a regional party in 4 states. For example, we have AAP as an example. It has its presence in the state of Punjab. It has its presence in Delhi. It has its presence in Goa. Now it has its presence in Gujarat as well. So what is the criterion? So if it is recognized as a regional political party in 4 states, that becomes one of the criterion to be given as a national political party. So if it is a recognized regional party in 4 states, so in 4 states it is being given the tag of a regional party, in that particular case it can be called as a national party. So one of the criteria is it has to meet it. If its candidates polled at least 6% of total valid votes in any 4 or more states in the last Lok Sabha or Assembly elections and has at least 4 MPs in the last Lok Sabha polls, or if it has won at least 2% of the total seats in Lok Sabha from not less than 3 states. if the political party is able to meet any of these criteria. So remember, it can be the first one, it can be the second one, it can be the third one. If it is meeting any of these criteria, in that case, a political party will be accorded what is called as the national political party. So if it is meeting any of these benchmarks, that political party will be called as a national political party. Now the question is, when is a political party recognized as a regional or a state party? When it comes to the state party, at least 6% of the vote share in the last assembly elections and have at least 2 MLAs, or have 6% vote share in the last Lok Sabha elections from that, and at least 1 MP from that state, or at least 3% of the total number of seats or 3 seats, whichever is more in the last assembly elections, or at least 1 MP for every 25 members or any fraction allotted to the state in the Lok Sabha, have at least 8% of the total valid votes in the last assembly election or the Lok Sabha election from the state. If there is a political party which is meeting any one of this criterion, that political party will be called as a regional or a state political party. Now we have the Aam Aadmi Party, which is able to win 5 seats in Gujarat. It is also able to garner more than 12% of the vote share. It is in this particular backdrop, it is called as the state political party in the state of Gujarat. Added to it, what we have to look at, it had vote share in Goa, it already has government in Punjab, it has formed the government in Delhi, so it is recognized in 4 or more states, which is why it is now a national political party. So remember, how did the AAP fulfill the criterion? In Gujarat, the AAP had the vote share which is more than 12%. It has won 5 states. This means it has met the criteria, and added to it, it has its presence in Delhi, Punjab and Goa, which is why it has now been accorded what is called as the national political party. One of the important criteria that we have to look at, who looks into all this, it is the Election Commission of India. When does this happen? Usually earlier, when you look at how the Election Commission of India looked at giving this political party a national status or a state status, it was on the basis of general elections. After every elections, you had the Election Commission of India look into whether they are able to meet all these criterion set by the allotment order of 1968. But now this criteria is changed, which means after every 2 successive elections, not after every poll, but 2 successive elections, whether they'll be meeting this particular criterion or not will be taken into consideration by the Election Commission of India. So remember, it is not after every poll, but the Election Commission of India will look at 2 successive elections, and only after that whether a political party will retain the national party status or not will be decided by the Election Commission of India. So it is not after every poll, but instead it is after 2 successive elections. Now, which are the political parties which have been given the national party status? What we have is the Communist Party of India, Bharatiya Janata Party, Bahujan Samaj Party, All India Trinamool Congress, National People's Party, National Congress Party, Indian National Congress, as well as the Communist Party of India Marxist. There are 8 political parties which are currently given what is called as the national party status. Added to it, what we will have is the Aam Aadmi Party, which will be the 9th political party which will have the national political party status. What are the advantages of the national political party? Whenever a political party is accorded a national party, a reserved election symbol which no party or person can use. What does this mean? Let's say for example, we have Telugu Desam Party. The Telugu Desam Party, it has its election symbol which happens to be cycle. So what does Election Commission of India allow TDP to do? This particular symbol will be given to TDP only in the state of Andhra Pradesh. But what if it is contesting in some other state? It is not a recognized state party, so any other person or any other political party can use it. So in the state of Andhra Pradesh alone, since it is recognized as a political party, state political party, it can use its symbol. But the same symbol can be used by other political party in some other state. state. That is what happens to a state party. But if it is a national party, no other party, no other person, no other organization would be able to use this symbol, which means the AAP and its broom symbol will be used only by the AAP candidates across the length and breadth of the country. If it is a regional party, a state party, it can use it only within that particular state, but the same symbol can be used by any other political party in some other state. But if it is a national party, it can only be used by that political party across the length and breadth of the country. This is the first advantage: free airtime on public broadcasters, All India Radio and Doordarshan during the Lok Sabha elections. So what exactly happens? They will be given facilities over Akashvani, Durvani during the general elections, and they would be able to put out their viewpoints to appease to the people in the country. Two free copies of the electoral rolls. What exactly happens? Whenever we have a political party, what we have is called as the electoral roll. What is this electoral roll? This basically means who are the people who are wanting to cast their vote from that particular constituency. So the names from that particular constituency is what is called as the electoral roll. When it comes to the national party, they would be given two free copies of the electoral roll for the candidate who is contesting from that political party. So basically, the national political party will get two copies of electoral roll free of cost. Candidates need only one proposer to file their nomination papers. This basically means that whenever a candidate is contesting the elections, this person from a national political party will require only one proposer for filing the nomination, and they are also entitled to two sets of electoral roll free of cost. But when it comes to the other candidates, it is not the same. They will require more proposers as well. Can deploy 40 star campaigners whose expenditure is not clubbed with the election expenses of an individual candidate. So a political party are entitled to nominate what is called as the star campaigners during the general elections. A recognized national or the state party can have a minimum of 40 star campaigners, and a registered unrecognized party can just nominate 20 star campaigners. And as it denotes, the travel expenses of these star campaigners are not to be accounted for in the election expenses accounts of the candidates of their party. Added to it, the national party status also means that a government bungalow in the national capital for its national president and office space would also be provided at a subsidized rate in the national capital. These are some of the advantages if a political party is given the tag of a national party. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching. All the best.